Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Reality Right After. We are here today. My name is Wellington. I am your host, and I'm here with my other co-host. Hi, Ricky.
Hi guys, I'm very hungry, so don't mind me chewing.
Girls, chew away. And of course, Mother herself is here today. Hi, Chase.
The girl.
Hello, darling. Hello, darling. How are you, darling?
We have a lot of things on the docket, and we're gonna get straight into it. So, who caught the RHOA finale last week?
I actually watched it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, it was. I feel like even if you didn't like the season or not, it was the finale of one of our favorite shows, so we had to tune in. The RHOA finale heavily focused on She by Sheree and Sheree's fashion show, and her coming together and putting this thing that we've been waiting for 14 years. So I just want overall thoughts of the finale, overall thoughts of She by Sheree. Just the episode. We'll get into the merchandise and the launch after, but just the episode itself. How do you guys enjoy the finale, Ricky?
I think it was nice to see like all that Real Housewives stuff come full circle. She by Sheree, Apollo walks. Remember when he was walking little Aiden down the runway? He made his second modeling debut, child. Down to the Real Housewives. He looks healthy and well, so it was nice to see him.
He looks healthy, honey. He look healthy.
Go away from me with this. No.
Apollo. Oh, wait.
Y'all are a cackle. And it was nice to see the ladies support Sheree and she actually pull it off. It was refreshing.
Yeah.
Didn't last long, but it was refreshing.
Listen. I like to see that the cast actually finally clicked. It felt like they get it now as a group. I still feel that group is low budget compared to other Real Housewives of Atlanta casts that we've had in the past. I'm still not a big fan of the group, but I was not mad at the finale. I love feel-good moments. I do hate that they didn't do a group scene with like where Deshaun comes over and speaks to the group, and then Tammy comes over and speaks to the group, and all the girls are together kikiing for a little moment before we get the main focus back on the group. I love when like shows like Beverly Hills and OC always do that. Whenever they have a party, like they invite all the old girls and the old girls interact, get their little bits in, and then go on about their way. I wish that would have been more of that. But as far as the episode itself, I was not mad at it. It probably was one of my more enjoyable episodes of the season. However, I need a little bit more star power, and I'm needing to pick it up next season.
I agree with you. I mean, we've heard that supposedly the word on the street is that all the girls are coming back next season. All the girls were offered a contract, and producers are toying with the idea of offering something to Portia. However, Portia has not been offered anything officially yet. What do you guys think? Do you think Portia would like match with this group? Like, I feel like honestly Portia will elevate this cast.
You need a queen bee.
I'm not. Y'all already know how I feel about it, and I'm gonna just be blunt and plain about it. If she's gonna get up there, him and Han, not wanting to share and discuss her life, not wanting to participate in the group scene, not wanting to give like she did the last season while she was stealing somebody else's man underneath all of our noses, then I don't want her there. If I gotta watch another Kenya versus Portia fight, I am going to claw my eyes out. That is going to happen. They're going to ask her about Simon, and they're not going to pussyfoot around it. So,
right.
I think now that they're settled and they've moved in together and they've integrated their families, I think she'll be much more open. And don't get it wrong, Simon loves the camera. He's a reality TV guru.
Yeah.
So I think they'll be much more open to showing their life now that it's not this big ass scandal and everybody's kind of used to them being together and they done got tattoos and all kinds of stuff.
Well, we're used to them being together, but the Real Housewives of Atlanta are, and I'm telling you what, if she don't think that Marlo not going to step on her neck about it, if she don't think Kenya not going to ask too many, Kenya going to ask a couple of questions. If they have a truth, she's not going to push it, but she's going to ask. You know what I mean? And then because they are actually, everybody on that show is friends with Fallon, so I don't even know how that goes.
So I do think that Portia will elevate the cast. I also think that, Simon and Portia are in this space in the relationship where they're towards the end of their engagement. They're supposed to be getting married anytime soon. So I also see Portia negotiating either a wedding spinoff or for her wedding to be the finale of what a season 15 would look like. You know what, if she was to come back for a season 15. So I feel like that's why when it comes to offering Portia a spot on season 15, it's gonna take a lot of money, but also she's gonna want some editorial power when it comes to the events and who gets the finale
Hell
and
no.
things
Then
like
the
that.
answer is no.
I
No.
mean, but don't you
I can
think,
see a
Chase,
negotiate. You can negotiate your wedding, but when you get editorial power, no, no.
editorial power meaning I want to do this event, this event, this event, and it's gonna get covered. That's what I mean. Like her saying, I want to do this, 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 and this is gonna be on the show, and it's definitely gonna be its own episode. I feel like definitely Portia is gonna try to negotiate that. And I think that when you become a housewife of a certain caliber, you can negotiate that. I feel like Kenya can also negotiate those things too, but necessarily doesn't because she may not have too many things going on. But I feel like no shade. I feel like Kenya can negotiate those things as well. I feel like if Kenya had a huge Kenya Moore hair care event, why not make it the finale? You guys are so shady.
Okay.
Anyways, so at the end of the finale, we see all of the girls. Sheree did her thing. Sheree finally got some garments. And at the end of the episode that same night, She by Sheree launched for the first time ever after 14 years.
Wait a
And
minute. Now, wait a minute, friend. Are we forgetting that she had two fashion shows, one on season 2 and one in New York Fashion Week?
but did she sell anything though? Did she have links for people to buy anything?
Does she have that now?
Is it a coincidence? I ask you.
Are people gonna actually get their shit? I don't know. Everything's
Listen,
on back order. Nothing's been ordered, so I'm confused.
listen. So She by Sheree launched, SheBySheree.com launched, and she had a couple pieces up in there. Some cute hoodies. You know, I low-key want the She by Sheree hoodie, but like you said, am I gonna get it? I don't know. So I still haven't dropped my coin because I honestly don't know. One person that I know ordered it. When I see that person get it, I'll order mine because I'll feel secure. However, Sheree posted on social media that the She by Sheree website shut down because of the traffic and the website, excuse me, not being able to handle the traffic that it was getting. All the prices on the website before the crash were still expensive, but they were a certain price point. When Sheree said, give us 24 hours, we're going to be back. When the site relaunched, every piece on the website was increased by at least $40 to $60. So did the site actually crash, or did you intentionally close down your site because you saw the traffic that it was getting and then up the prices because you felt like people were going to buy it regardless? There was joggers that went for 125 and they're now 226. Does that make sense?
She's slow, and I'm sick of the bullshit. She's
Um,
slow. She don't want to do it. She does not want to do She by Sheree. Let's just be very blunt. She had no choice but to bring She by Sheree from the dead. Andy won't let it go. The Housewives universe won't let it go because it was so iconic. She needs to bluntly state that that is no longer my passion, no longer my interest, and I am focused on other things and stop wasting our fucking time.
I agree. I agree. Be honest about it. She did a little the Shade Room did an exclusive with her with giving a tour of the She by Sheree workroom. And even in that tour, she didn't have any garments to show while they were filming. Everything was samples and everything was printed wrong, that she was waiting for things to come. And this was recently. So it's kind of like, and she also mentions in a lot of interviews, there was a point where I didn't want to do She by Sheree anymore, but everybody kept telling me, do it, finish it, just get it done, just get it done. So it does give like I don't want to do this and I'm just doing it because of the hype that it brings. But I also find it hard to believe that Sheree cannot find a good enough team in Atlanta. Like this doesn't make sense to me.
The thing about Sheree consistently and how she finds herself on the wrong side of history is she always just does too much. Like that's why it took 10 years to build the chateau. Because it's a ridiculously large house with ridiculous things in it that you don't need.
Makes
She
sense.
came to drop it with Drew and she had on that outfit with that yoga mat and that water bottle.
Millions.
She could have dropped a little.
Millions.
She could have dropped a little workout set, a bottle, a yoga mat, did something for the fellas, little compression pants or whatever the case may be. Just do like, look, this is my season 14 fan capsule.
Yep.
A box.
$50.
Look,
$50 for the joggers, $50 for the top,
look,
$25 for the bottle.
You get a box of stuff. $200
Mhm.
you get a box. Something that's like limited edition to Chase's point. If you ain't want to do it for real, you can say, look, this is my limited edition. She by Sheree. Get it while the getting is good. I don't know if and when I'm going to drop it. I'm going to drop it when I feel like it. That's the point of like a capsule or a time, a time.
Right.
This is to commemorate the time I spent on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Get it.
Right.
Instead, you put out all these, and I'm not, people were saying, oh, Shein and Amazon, all these luxury
Nobody else
brands,
do that.
they outsource from these different countries and get these materials. She just didn't do well enough research, right? But to do that and then charge $250 for an iron-on T-shirt or hoodie is crazy to me, and I won't be buying.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it, bitch. We got to keep talking about her because you see how disgusted I am. Like, go ahead. I'm sorry, but I just.
No, I understand. I also think that the people were mad about the fact that you waited 14 years. You talked about this for 14 years, and then you drop ship, you outsource from things that were already made. Like that does not explain 14 years worth of waiting for a brand, and for you to say that you've been working on this for 14 years, it doesn't make sense. So I think that there's no problem doing that, but like, don't say that you've been working on this for 14 years and your designs are just splashed on AliExpress garments.
She need to change the name of it from She by Sheree. Here, damn.
Moving on. The real Housewives of Potomac season 7 trailer dropped. The girls are back, honey. The girls that run Bravo are back. And
I don't know about that, but
you don't think they run Bravo?
You talk about my mom. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Well, I love Karen. Y'all know I love me some Karen. It just might have the mighty have fallen. Like, man, I just remember when housewives were rich and wealthy and well-to-do.
But that was a long time ago, baby. That was a long time ago. I definitely think that now. It's
not the same show.
It definitely isn't, and I feel like there's definitely more women that are more relatable than how it used to be before, where the show used to be very aspirational. And
I don't know any of these women. Yeah, like, who are these women? I wish they would find more women like that. Like, who are these people? Who the F is, like, who the F is Heather Dubrow? Like, I don't know a Heather Dubrow. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Who the F is the Grand Dame? I mean, we got aunties that's the Grand Dame, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the Grand Dame, like, who are these women? Like, I just missed that, But I do like Potomac. I'm not going to knock them. You know what I mean? I do like Potomac. I will be watching, and I am excited. The trailer, and mind you, that was only the first half of the season, was pretty good. And I'm glad that Wendy's getting a drink doused on her because I don't like her at all.
So to talk a little bit, get into some of the other trailers. So we saw Charisse is back as a official friend of the show. We saw that there is a new friend of Jacqueline in the mix. She is friends with Mia.
She was in the trailer?
Yeah, she was in the trailer.
What did she do?
She was in the trailer. She didn't do anything, but she was
do anything.
I must have missed it.
The Scala edit.
She was there. We see a relationship forming between Ashley and Candace. We see a relationship this forming between Candace and Giselle, because supposedly Giselle says that Chris was trying to hit on her. Then later on, we see that Ashley said that Chris was trying to DM her, like, you should come to the W. Why are you not here? We see Robin possibly trying to get a prenup with this wedding with Juan. Karen telling Ray that you told me I could have eye candy. So it's a lot going on. And being that the trailer only emphasized on the first half of the season, and that is what the Potomac producers know what to do. That happened last season too. The first trailer we got was just the half of the season. When the mid-season trailer dropped, we were still gagged because it was so much that we didn't even expect happening. So I'm really enjoying the status of Potomac right now. I think they are the it girls of Bravo, honestly.
They're not giving it girls. They don't look like it girls. I'm sorry. When I think of it girls, I think of season 5 and 6, honey, of the Rehearsals of Atlanta, darling. Those were the it girls. They had the I and the T.
But
that's just the appearance wise, but content Potomac gives, and I'm not going to take anything away from them. Potomac gives content. They give a show. It's a great show. They work together. It's a little bit more homely. Like, I like to see the girls in the city. I like to see the girls planning events. You know what I mean? So
right.
That's what I like in my Housewives. But I'm saying that not to say that I don't like Potomac, and I recognize their status as one of the top Real Housewives franchises across the world, because now we're worldwide at this point. The Real Housewives of whatever, you know what I mean?
Dubai.
So Dubai. Well, I'm just saying, but like Johannesburg,
yeah,
like they're everywhere
yeah.
now. You know what I mean? So I do like Potomac. There was something that you mentioned. Oh, Robin. Hey, Robin. How is it that you get to give that man a prenup, but not spend all his damn money? Not even sponsored. You lost all his money. Now you talking about you can't handle the man? Oh, right. Bitch. I'd be like, girl, please. I'm not signing that, and you're going to marry me.
Right. That's very interesting. That was very interesting.
They got a cheating clause. If you cheat on me, you get not a coin.
I'm with that.
I'm excited for this season. I know there is a lot of chatter like, oh, Potomac is replacing Real Housewives as the top black franchise on Bravo. The girls do clock in. They do come to work.
It's the reality, though. They are the top black franchise. Yeah, it's the reality.
They are, but they are right now, and they're at their peak. But I think it's not comparable to when Atlanta was at their peak. Like it's not. They don't have it's like, you know, y'all coming in when, you know, 14 years late. You know what I mean? Like yeah, you know, little yin and yang around the house, beautiful gown.
Thank you. Like, there's no knock on Potomac. It's just like, I've seen girls at their peak, love. All good.
So we look at their
they're
6.
Working.
Yeah, they're working. They're clocking in. The rent is getting paid, honey. With that said, the trailer really. I just love. I'm just always going to be a Monique stan. So I love to see girls. I love to see the girls get
even after Love and Marriage, DC.
I'm always going to be a Monique stan via Bravo. These other networks, these other networks, and these other girls that produce shows. You know, Bravo is the flagship. So if you go do a little yin yang on another network, I don't really hold that against you.
I'm just saying her performance. She was messy as hell on Love and Marriage DC.
She had to get a shot on the ground. She had to do what she had to do.
Yeah, they got to pay the rent.
We don't know them hoes.
Right.
We don't know them hoes.
I'm sure she'll settle into her matriarch role as the seasons roll out. But what I was saying is, I love to see the girls who tried to nail her to the cross get every dose of what she was saying. She said, Giselle liked to come from marriages. She came from my marriage. I cleared and exited stage left. And then she came for Wendy's marriage last year. And now she's coming for Candy Girl's marriage. And it's so funny that she's coming for the darker girls' marriages. I know we talk about colorism all the time, but I think it's real funny. I think Giselle looks at them like, how these chocolate hoes got a man in a marriage and a baby carriage, and I don't have it. She be trying to attack their livelihood.
I will say she did also come for Ashley's marriage.
No, I wouldn't say she came for that.
No,
Michael,
she Ashley was
Michael
in the hot
was,
seat.
but
It
Ashley
wasn't.
was in the hot seat. She didn't just make up like
Yeah,
nobody made up Darby was grabbing ass, but it could be a false fact that Monique's third baby is by the trainer. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay, okay, okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
That's coming for a marriage.
Right,
yeah.
right, right. So like the Ashley thing was unavoidable, whereas like the Monique thing was shit
They
she made
sat
up.
out and planned that. Like, let's try to figure out what we can do.
Right, right.
Robin and Juan, they're not each other's people. I think they should let that shit go. I do.
They can't.
It's like sometimes we get so caught up in the history that we ignore that it's not healthy. And I just think that situation has run its course,
That part.
and
That
they
was
grasping
And
that.
I'm sorry. Please go ahead, Ricky, because you're talking good now. You're talking right.
No, go ahead.
Um, what I was gonna say? I don't remember, but yeah, I don't remember. Well, good too.
Robin and Juan are definitely I feel like they're falling more into friendship than relationship and commitment. And
They've
I
been
think
friends.
they've been friends, right? And I think that they made had an agreement to come together and like, listen, we're both broke, let's stay together, let's split these bills and let's raise these kids. And I think that in between that there's been good moments where they probably, they definitely still have sex at night because that's just
But does
human
Juan
nature.
enjoy it?
Y'all are messed up.
Listen, to end the Potomac talk, however, the season 7 cast photo, the
Oh, it was
girls
flames.
ate.
It was fire. It was
The
fire.
girls ate. The girls
It was
ate. The
fire. Everybody
girls
look good.
ate.
Everybody look good except for Sharice.
Yeah, thank God she wasn't part of that. Thank God they didn't do like a big cast photo with the friends
The
of
bitch wore
two.
plum. What
Like,
the fuck?
what are
What color was
you?
that?
You have one rule, and also this is my thing that I wish I can interview a producer from the Potomac Housewives. If the theme is red, why would you let Charisse photograph in that dress? Why not tell her, Charisse, you need a red dress? Simple.
Well, normally, why? But then, okay, that's that. She thought she was gonna clear to be different from the girls, and she got cleared. However, normally Bravo would just airbrush it. Why didn't you just touch it up?
Yeah. Why not? Bravo was doing that the first 6 years of New Jersey. They would just airbrush their
They
dresses
changed
to
the color
different
dress.
colors.
And the word on the street was per that book that came out that they didn't want Sharice on the show, which we saw evident. That she's shown up to every scene for the last 7 seasons, and she's only made air to three of them. Three seasons, and I had 3.5 seasons because they filmed her at the beginning of season 5, and then Monique was like, "I'm not working with that bitch," and then all her scenes got shot. So
Yeah. Well, she's back. She's full time as a friend of, and it seems like she filmed a lot with them. So another familiar face we saw in the trailer was Peter Thomas, Patricia.
We love Patricia.
yeah, because the
Listen,
one thing he know how to do is get in women business, baby. That's one thing he know about. He can't
one thing,
run. He can't run his business, but he definitely be in women.
but one thing Patricia knows how to do is catch a reality TV check. Okay, he's gonna have come down to the
You think
bar
he got
one,
paid?
come down to girl,
Slid that beefcake
girl.
right up on him, Mr. Zell. Gave us some of that chocolate. There's the meat you've been waiting on, Boots.
Anyways, Potomac premieres October 9th at 8 p.m. on Bravo, taking the 8 p.m. Sunday spot, as they should. They are one of the highest ranks and highest rating franchises on Bravo right now. And this is going to be a season where a lot of people are going to be watching Potomac because from the season that Beverly Hills is having, not in content, but in ratings, people are, expecting, who's going to come out on top after this year ends. Is it going to be Potomac? Is it going to be Beverly Hills? So it's going to
New
be
Jersey.
You think New Jersey will?
I think New Jersey had really high ratings this summer.
New Jersey had really high ratings this summer, but they had a couple episodes where they dropped down to the 900s. Beverly Hills only had one episode where they dropped down to the 900s. So now Potomac, we're gonna see where Potomac lands. But I love the fact that at least one black cast is doing good in ratings and is keeping the lights on Bravo. And finally, Potomac is also getting the backing that they should be getting in, like, as a cast, when it comes to better budget, better cast photos, the friends of getting cast photos. It looks a little bit like more money was put into it this season. So I'm very excited for season 7 of Potomac. Moving on to the top rated housewife, Real Houses of Beverly Hills. Right now, the Real Houses of Beverly Hills are in Aspen. They're on this trip that is supposed to be the takedown trip where Kathy Hilton finally gets taken down. We see a little bit of Kathy Hilton versus Lisa Rinna because Kathy is promoting this liquor, this tequila brand that her and her daughters are owned. And even though she's promoting it, Lisa Rinna decided to ask for Kendall Jenner's tequila at the bar. Kathy got pissed and said, why would she order that fucking drink when I just said my tequila is here? Like, why would she do that in front of me? And then gets mad at Kyle for Kyle not defending her. Kathy walks out, pissed as fuck. What do you guys think about this?
I think I asked y'all this earlier, and so I'm not a Beverly Hills historian. I started watching very late in the game. I used to be, well, we won't go there. I just don't understand. I don't understand the vitriol Kyle has for her sisters and why she operates in a space that's not only oppositional, but it seems like she intentionally seeks out to ostracize Kathy and make fun of her and just go against her unprovoked. And I would like an explanation because it pisses me off to see.
Right.
And also, I'm going to say, Kathy's older. She be in her own world. She want to be comfortable. She doing her own thing. And Kyle it's like she wants them to join in on making, like, it's weird.
Yeah. It's very weird. At the dinner table, you see Kyle making fun of her for having a shopping bag, as Kathy using a shopping bag as her handbag. Like, why would you make your sister the attention, the center of attention of a joke? When Kathy walks into the Aspen house, Kyle makes fun of her for the slippers that she was wearing. Oh, you wear those slippers in the airport, someone could have recognized you. Oh my God, girl, who cares what she wore to the airport? Like, that's the point. Kathy does not give a fuck what she's wearing to the airport. Kathy does not care what she's using as a handbag. At the end of the day, she's Kathy Hilton. Like, who cares? So I do agree. Like, Kyle definitely moves very funny when it comes to her sisters. Chase?
And it's like those people who pick on you behind closed doors all the time, and then they get around their friends and pick on you, or get around the public and pick on you and treat you like they do behind the closed doors. And everybody looking at like, nah, bitch, actually that shit's not funny. You fucked up for that. Like, she is a weird ass bitch. She's lame. She's built like a box. She's built like a small box of cereal. How dare they act like they didn't want to listen to the tequila? The bitch has brought up the tequila twice. We've had to sit through Rinna Beauty, Rinna Rose, which everybody said was freaking nasty. We've had to sit through Kyle's ugly ass.
Allegedly.
We've had to sit. What?
I said allegedly. I don't want a lawsuit.
Garcelle said it wasn't great. She said it wasn't great.
That is true.
I didn't say it was nasty. I've never had it. So you're gonna sue me for what I saw on television over your rose being nasty? Well, if your rose is that nasty that you want to sue people, have a drink of that damn Kathy tequila and have a seat, bitch. Okay. Anyway, and what you gonna get? My thoughts and prayers, because that's all you can take. That's all I got, Rinna. Some thoughts and some prayers for your ass. We've had to sit through many of Lisa Vanderpump's business ventures.
The agency, Mauricio.
And this house is under the agency. Even on the girls' trip, we weren't even on Beverly Hills, and we were reminded that the freaking house was from the agency. So they can buy girl, fly girl, miss me, and they also would know where to kiss me. Okay, with that mess, and I am so sick of it. I do not like them at all, and I need 3/4 of this cast to be fired because I can't take it.
When you say three-fourths, name them.
Kyle can go. I wouldn't bat an eyelash. Diana can go. I would not shed a tear. Crystal can go. I would not give a fuck. Dorit could go. I definitely would not care. And Lisa Rinna has to go. Erica, Erica should go from a moral standpoint, but I mean, I don't know.
I mean, she was
Are they gonna
vindicated.
get rid of all of them? No, but
I'm really excited looking, the reunion is taping tomorrow, and I am very excited to, like you said, Chase, jobs are on the line at this reunion. So I
jobs
feel
on the
like
line.
definitely a lot of girls are there. One thing about the Beverly Hills girls is that they know when their jobs are on the line, so they walk into a reunion ready to give it all. So I'm gonna be excited to see the trailer from this reunion, because we're heading into the part of the season where Lisa Rena and Kathy has a blowout in front of Lisa Rena. And actually, Lisa Rena posted today on her Instagram story the text message that Kathy sent her. And he reads,
How lame.
"Please, please do not say anything we discuss. Otherwise, it will make a huge scene that everyone gets dragged into. No bueno. Please, it goes further than you would want to know. Silence is golden. I am staying silent." This is a message that Kathy sent to Lisa Rena after Kathy had a huge blowout over Kyle that Lisa Rena, was there to experience.
I don't
Um,
believe nothing that comes from Lisa Rinna, so they can. Oh well, too bad, so sad. Oh, she sent you that. Okay, she wants you to keep your mouth shut. Next.
Also, what was very interesting is that Paris Hilton is getting into the mess, and we saw that she was liking some tweets about the Real Houses of Beverly Hills that said everybody promotes their business or their new clothing line, etc. It's their time to do so, and everyone is supportive. Kathy has the opportunity, and that Kathy has to be respected. Why will Kyle do that to her sister? She's not a good sister. These are all types of tweets that Paris Hilton was liking about the Real Houses of
Facts.
Beverly
I just
Hills.
realized that was that lady mama.
You forgot.
Today.
Yeah, why the hell Paris into it? And then I thought about it, and then I'm like, oh, okay, that's mom. That's that lady mama. I'm like,
But
Kyle,
Big facts.
But yeah, so that's Beverly Hills right now. Great. They're having a great season when it comes to numbers. Kind of drag out season when it comes to content, but we'll see where it goes. We're gonna go into a big part next week. Crystal and Erica getting to it. Crystal talks to Erica about the $1.3 million earrings, and Erica just goes off on Crystal. However, the episode brought in 1.2 million views, so that was
Go girl, give us nothing. What the fuck?
um the first season, moving on to another housewife franchise, the first season of Real Houses of Dubai wrapped. One word about Real Houses of Dubai, Chase.
Hmm.
Ricky, did you even watch an episode? Be honest.
I do watch Dubai. I watched the reunions.
No.
I was
I
I,
will say this though. Oh,
I
go
was
ahead, Ricky. Please, sir.
I was looking at it and it was looking at me. But let me know. Let me tell you. Let me tell you this.
What? That girl is crazy.
I think Dubai had a good first season for it being in another country. All of the things
Hmm.
similar to like that kind of second season scare of Salt Lake City where they had like this huge start and then it just went like wah, wah, wah. Like that's just kind of how it felt for me. I do think Ayan has a lot of potential and Lisa to be great housewives. And I honestly think I was thinking like how would they do on like an American cast? I think Dubai's struggle for me is they already have a lot of issues on classism, racism. It's like a lot of that going on, and that just doesn't make fun reality TV for me, as we saw with the case study with Ebony. That
Right.
exhausting. So I'm interested to see where they take it.
Who? Ooh.
But it was
I mean,
good. My only critique of the reunion is what's I get confused at the names. The one lady who was friends with Ayan and Lisa, and then she switched sides to be friends with the racist white lady.
Caroline.
Brooks lame ass. Brooks.
That rubbed me the wrong way. I hate when those girls try to, you know, tr- try to fit in and try to be with. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The
She lame for that shit.
yeah,
That's what you're saying.
I also think that
girl,
these girls went into this season of Housewives. You know, they have 16 years of Housewives that they have experience, right? So I feel like
Hmm.
with any new show that comes on, any new city that gets added, we're gonna get these hyper women that know what Housewife is and think that they need to do this big scene on camera in order to be iconic. The girls were fighting and going low on Twitter, which is like, it's cute when it's organic, but it's annoying when it's not. Like, I feel like the Dubai women were doing too much. Like, you know, Ayan got into a fight with Phaedra and pulled Candy into it. Like, that was a lot for me.
Well,
Like,
no, I'm sorry, but Phaedra opened her mouth, and so this is what it is. You finna get red next.
but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like
I'm sorry, friend. But
no,
I
no, no,
mean,
you're good. You're good. But I just feel
she did
like
do it.
Dubai does a little too much. They tend to be a little extra when it comes to, you know, the things that they say on social media and how they air out their business. And they think that it's, you know, it's gagging, but I'm not gagging.
But let me tell you who can gag, as far as I'm concerned. Not only can that racist ass Caroline Stanbury and her racist ass husband allegedly, I don't know if they're racist, alleged racists. Um, do they have some behavior that's suspect? Listen, I ask you, is it a coincidence? Um, but that raggedy ass Sarah can go too, bitch. I know she didn't tweet talking about you're in my country talking stuff about me behind my back. Girl, what? Who died and made you the boss of Dubai, bitch? So that's a good enough reason for you to threaten to call the police on a sister in Dubai when you know what would happen to them. Girl, you can kiss my big fat black ass in any state, in any country, in anywhere, bitch. Because don't you ever do that. I thought she
Right.
was down with the people, but her big lip ass is trash too.
I do agree. That was not nice and that was not cute. That was not cute for sure. Well,
No, it's not
Dubai,
true.
it did mediocre in ratings. Not
Because of
surprised.
Sarah.
Not surprised. Do you think other women are gonna be back, or do you think they're gonna
Yeah.
do? I think. I mean, I can definitely see. I can definitely see how it might be difficult to cast. Supposedly, Phaedra is making a play for it.
I don't know
Um,
why. That is so stupid. Please come to Atlanta and deal with what you've done.
she says that she doesn't want to come to Atlanta.
I bet you she doesn't, but please, I wish I'd tell her, no, ma'am, we only got a spot for you in Atlanta. You want to come to Atlanta, you want to deal with what you've done so we can have some good television? Oh my God, I know that it's horrible. I know Candy don't want nothing to do with her, but Candy, the people allegedly say that they don't feel like you're worth the money either. So what you need to do is go on public and say, I would love for Phaedra to come back. Tell
and
her to
like
bring it.
it's been years, Candy. Like, come on, girl.
Let the
But it's
girls be
like
the girls.
and it's also like you're on a reality show. They always say how they always clock in and they always like, you know, like are we gonna make a good show? Or are we not gonna make a good show? If you want to make a good show, if you want season 15 of the Real Houses of Atlanta to be iconic, you will let Portia come back, you will let um Phaedra come back,
Nee.
you will let Phaedra come back. I mean, in an imaginary
It
world,
ain't happening, sister.
you will let Nini come back, but that's not happening. But you will let
Excuse me.
Phaedra come back, and we will have the most iconic sit down between you and Phaedra, battle it out on camera. You think I think that you might reach 2 million views if Phaedra comes back and they do that sit down.
We need that scene. We need that scene.
Like we need
We
it,
need that
we need
scene.
it, and it's not even about you; it's about the show. We need
Fans, they don't care
like
anymore.
they don't care anymore. They don't care
Do
anymore.
you know
I
how many
agree.
times Nene, Kim, and Sheree did not want to sit around each other?
Right.
They did it. They did
And
what they
still
had to
did
do.
it. And still did it. and did it for the show. And they understood the platform. They understood what they were doing. So I definitely think that the girls be lazy sometimes when it comes to the confrontations that they're trying to have, which is why I was mad when Portia left, because it's like, no, you should have came back and you should have addressed what you did and you should have fought it out, because that's what you can't be messy and then run. That no, that doesn't
I
make
knew she was going to do that. I knew that was going to happen.
anyways. Those were our topics for today's episode. I do wanna I do wanna flash over a little bit of headline news. Teresa joined the cast of Dancing with the Stars season 31, so that's amazing. Kudos to her, as well as Vinny from the Jersey Shore, Shangela from RuPaul's Drag Race. So that was, amazing. Reality TV stars on Dancing with the Stars. Cute. Teresa joins the illustrious list of housewives that have been on Dancing with the Stars. And let's see how far she gets. Yeah. Any other words before we click this out?
Someone please go check on Joe and Melissa, because I'm sure they're having a meltdown right now at their home.
Gagged.
Gaggington. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to us today. Again, this is Wellington, your host, Ricky Chase. This has been Reality Right After. Subscribe to our podcast. Subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram at The Reality Rundown and on Twitter at Reality Rundown _. Thank you so much, guys. We love you. Bye.